The SCG Invitational this past weekend, if you only looked at the top 8 results, you saw all blue-red decks and a ton of Epiphany. However, the SCG Invitational was a dual format tournament, and only, I think, one of the people in the top 8, maybe 2, went 7-1 in Standard, and this deck finished in 10th place and went 7-1 in the Standard portion of the Invitational. So, this is a white-green aggressive deck, which is, again, splashing for blue, because splashing for blue is not optional in this format. We got Decisive Denial, Stroke, Test of Talents, a couple of Hermits here. And then we just got other good disruptive cards. Reidane, Spellbinder, Brutal Cathar, Aspirant, and Rangers class, really good at building your board up. We've got some Chariots at the top end of the curve. I am noticing here that my sideboard is 2 cards short. Was the Star City Games website 2 cards short, or did it just not import properly? Let's take a peekaboo here. There was an island in the sideboard. And there was a second inscription. Remember when I said, was the SCG thing going to import into Arena properly? Well, it didn't throw an error, but it missed importing cards that were listed in the main deck and the sideboard. So, not perfect, that's for sure. Yeah, I'd assume some of the distribution to non-industrialized countries, Tumos, is related to the vaccines needing to be kept at particular temperatures. Yeah, sounds good. Remember, our blue is a very small splash. We're a base green-white deck, so hands like this without blue mana are perfectly reasonable to be keeping. Chris Hamilton, thank you for the 5 months. I appreciate the prime. I just want you to know, Win Magus, I read your comment and I didn't give you that timeout, but I stand by it. I mean, corruption is real in all parts of the world. I think we just get Luminarch going since we drew that. How do we define a splash versus an actual 3-color deck? More than just like more than a handful of cards or just one specific effect. So like this deck, basically all the blue cards are counter spells, for example. So definitely what I would consider a splash. Yikes. I'm gonna counter on Aspirant here so we can attack for 3. Ranger class and Aspirant together. This is a combination we had played a bit of at the start of the format that's definitely super powerful. Getting to add 1/1 counters every single turn in combat snowballs very quickly. They're dead to Inscription next turn, right? Because this goes to 7 and this is +2 as well. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Impressive start. Turn 5 kill here with an evasive threat. It's impressive. Impressive first run here. Alright, so Portable Hole seems good against their green deck. Inscription seems good. This is probably a Decisive Denial out matchup. Just want to be a green-white deck here. Do I want Vanquish the Horde in this matchup? I feel like I probably do, huh? Need some cuts here now, though. My aggro deck ever want Vanquish the Horde? I mean, as a... I mean, like, our deck's got a lot of mustard in it, so, like, having a little bit of ketchup to mix in on occasion, I think seems fine. Like, if there's a matchup where we want it, it's probably against the green deck, right? Especially on the draw. I don't really know what I want to trim here, though. Let's just trim around the edges here. See how this goes. I would imagine Toski is for the removal heavy matchups. It would come in against anything controlling. Okay. That's a weird 1/1 counter placement. Definitely feel like they're supposed to make a 4/4 there, so I can't trade for it. Definitely a good exchange for us overall. Attempt to trade here, I think. Keep their board small. We do this into this, and then next turn we can adversary and give everything +2/+2. And they're at that point of the game where, like, lands are good draws and spells are also good draws. Which is a teensy bit scary. This is going to be a 6/6 here. I think we just chill, right? Yeah, I checked the auto tapper before we paid for the adversary. Don't want to get screwed out of it like we did the other day. We're just chilling for now. Would have put a counter on here because I want it to be able to eat the Chariot if they attack and put 2 counters on it. No, there isn't really a hard and fast rule like that, Gamma. Vanquish the Horde. Really not looking very good here, huh? Didn't want to attack with a 10-10 Lair? No, I don't think so. Abyssing them really doesn't accomplish much here. I'd much rather try... Like, they have a Ranger's class on level 3 as well, so I definitely want to just try and snowball some advantage here. Thanks for the 2 years, Luna Hero. Welcome back. The you can't take back an action in Magic is the point of passing priority. When you're like, okay, your move, and then you give your opponent a chance to start responding something to something is where they can no longer have a take back. Yeah, they didn't level their other Rangers last year. It's a bit of a mistake. I do think at this point, I'm going to start attacking with this, though. This is 6 total mana, so X is 5 here. You play sweepers inside of creature decks for states like this, where this state's actually a really good example of we're at parity, so it's not really a big deal that I drew my sweeper because we're still at parity. But in post-board games, especially on the draw, there's going to be spots where you get behind, and Vanquish the Horde can catch you back up in spots where you're behind. Like, now, for example, we might be behind enough that I need to Vanquish the Horde. I am really not good at leveraging Ranger's class. So do I attack with everything, hoping they activate their Chariot, and I get to sweep that away? I think that's the play, right? Or an Abyssal. Look at how much fear their dojo contains, chat. They're scared. I'm gonna go ahead and play this land out here because, what's the word I'm searching for? I want to have as many lands as possible in case we get a solid pocket of creatures for Rangers class here. Thankfully, the troll from Old Growth enters play tapped. Chariot with the troll token is annoying. You're not wrong. Yes, it also lets me activate a larger layer, is accurate. So my layer has 2 counters on it, so it can currently be a 7/7 on defense here. Our opponents cast like 3 or 4 cards off the top of their deck with Ranger class so far, and I have cast 0 with mine. Because Magic's a low variance game. Hey, this is it, chat. Don't call it a comeback. Yikes. Yikes! That's why we're not calling it a comeback. Absolutely unreal. This is where the magic happens, champ. Right here on your TV. How many creatures are in my deck right now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. It's actually less than I thought. There's only 13 in here. It's actually less than I was expecting. Is it better to take the Rangers class? I'm going to make this Aspirant a 5 and attack with both. Yeah, I guess this gives them a chance to have a good turn. Yeah, I'm supposed to kill the mammoth there. Nah, I don't like growing the layer in that spot because, like, the layer is already pretty close to lethal. Just actual worst case scenario here. So if I block here, I take 4. I think I just want to abyss them with this. Sometimes none of your choices matter and you just die. I'm not sold on the Vanquishes. For people asking about justifications for that, I can give you the logic behind it, but this is a copy and paste of a deck list off the internet, so I don't know that I agree with the logic. Definitely felt kind of awkward there. Yeah, the Vanquish brought us to parity, and then I will let you submit it, but I do remove duplicates before doing a final tally. I remove duplicates, and I cross-reference that all of the usernames that are entered for people that are subbed to the channel are actually people that are subbed to my channel. Now, we're just not holding mana up for a counterspell in this matchup, Marty. There's an Abrade command for people that keep asking. Abrade is less good against Chariot than you think it is. Thanks for the almost 4 years, Cousin Vin. Welcome back. Well, it's better than that, right, Marty? It's 4 mana for 2/2/2s. Your opponent spent 2 mana and discarded a card. Like, good luck, Godspeed. And remember how we lost last game and there wasn't really anything we could do about it? The same could be said about our opponent this game. Yes, Abrade being a flexible 2-mana spell for killing X3s is good. Okay, so they're dead. What an incredibly engaging and stimulating game of Magic the Gathering, chat. We have gathered some magic, and they have died. I mean, not only were we on the play, but my opponent just, like, literally didn't cast spells till the 4th turn, right? Deck is strong when opponent makes no plays. I'm gonna write that down. And that to my meticulous note-taking. Yes, that's another good example of people asking for, like, doing set review stuff. Like, they print this cool 5-mana artifact that maybe seems playable, and you're like, all right, this could maybe see some play. We could build around this. And then they spoil a Braid a couple hours later, and you're like, nah, the 5-mana artifact's it's trash. It's trash. You can't play it. Well, to be fair, Patrick, a lot of 5-mana creatures that don't give you value when they die to a removal spell tend to not be constructed playable. So, you'd be right that the average 5-mana creature isn't constructed playable because removal exists. Oh, I'm pro werewolves. Good call. Thank you for reminding me. All right, we should be +3. Thanks for the tier 2 voting. Welcome back. Hopefully you can get a nap in at some point today. What if we just play this out as a double pumped? Feels bad if they have a deal 3 removal spell, I guess. They don't have a way to kill Intrepid. We're in a pretty good spot here. They could Epiphany here. They have 2 extra mana off of the Sentinels and the Wolves. Where can you find SCG deck list on SCG's website? That's fun, Hoopa. Oh, yikes. A bit of a sequencing mistake on the opponent's part here. They could have played this, crewed this, attacked, and then used this treasure to kill my thing, and then they would have gotten in 4 more points of damage and had another wolf here. So we're maybe in an okay spot here because of my opponent's sequencing decision last turn. If I was at 7 and they had another cat in play, we'd be pretty dead. Thanks for the follow, Kappa. Well, it's not quite the same play. I have a 4/4 untapped this time through. If our opponent breaks this turn, we're in a good spot. And by good, I mean passable. But if they have a way to kill my Intrepid, I'd be in trouble. Quiet Kieran, thank you for the 29 months. Welcome back. Morning, good morning. Seriously? This doesn't give me priority during their main phase automatically? I just assumed I was gonna get main phase priority here. Yikes. Yeah, I guess it doesn't matter. So blocks like this, I take 1? Question mark? I'd like a burn down the house here? No, just stone cold nothing? Actual exactly lethal. Good beats. Alright, well, we beat the attack with all you figure it out play. Inscription sounds good. I don't know if Portable Hole's good enough in this matchup. They have a lot of good 3s. They have Rangers class, probably, which could make it okay. Reidane seems kind of mediocre. They have Chariot, but they have Dragon as their other cards. They have plenty of mana a lot of the time. Yeah, so I can kill their wolf before they get a trigger out of it. Sam would be super reasonable if we had an untapped land on 2. We just keep it anyways and hope to hit one. Let's do that. Against the decks where we might want to sweeper post board, Vanquish is going to be very cheap. If Vanquish isn't going to... If Vanquish isn't going to be cheap, we probably don't want it. I'm honestly not even sure we want the sweeper in general. Again, I'm just starting with the deck list card for card that was posted online. Like to play at least a couple of matches before I make changes. Yeah, we found the untapped land on 2 here. Our gamble paid off. For Katilda. That being said, even with Katilda dying here, we have good 3s in addition to the good 4s. We'll still have a decent curve here. Go ahead and Brutal Cathar their wolf token here, and then we can trade with Magda inside of combat next turn. Even if they level the Rangers class. Should they have another removal spell they want to spend on Cathar, that's kind of a W for us. Our life total is relatively high. We can take another hit or two while we reestablish our board. A lot of threats left in hand. Opponent. Well, it's not the land I wanted for Christmas, fam. Think we're trading Tracker for Magda here, given the option. Just want to try and cut off their board from growing too large with the Rangers class. Now I think I'm saying no blocks, so they played a Moonveil regen. Well, when we kept this hand hoping to draw an untapped land on 2, we were also hoping to draw a 4th land at some point. That's not come to fruition so far. Attack first here, offer a trade. And I think we're far enough behind at this point that I need to crack this and draw untapped land and fight spell this Moonveil. Oh, I can't fight spell it anymore because I lost the thing, right? Yeah. Game the 3rd. Game the 3rd. It's fine. Being on the play's busted anyways, chat. A phenomenal draw. See if they have their Magda on 2. Definitely their best possible start. Sentinel into Magda. Not quite. So we'll get to, I think we Spellbinder here to start. Can I get a feel for what's in their hand, make better sequencing the choices with the information? Take the Dragonfire. Make the removal spell more expensive. So they have 4 mana total this turn if they want a Shatter Skull Smashing, so they could play the Sentinel plus the Wolf here. Could also just play the Wolf. If they offer the trade, I am going to trade Spellbinder for their Reckless Stormseeker. The content play was take the land. So Spellbinder does not make you pay mana to play a land from exile. If you take a split card. As an FYI. Yeah, the text on Spellbinder is they may play that card, and if they cast it, it costs them 2 more. A spell cast this way costs 2 more. The wording there is pretty specific. For the 29-month shop, welcome back. Good morning, good morning. In a pretty decent spot here. Opponent locked out of having 2 spells here because of the disruption from our Spellbinder, which is nice for us. They attack, I'm going to trade 2 wolves for this. And then we'll basically just bury them with the Chariot next turn. We'll play the Briarbridge Tracker, we'll crew the Chariot with it. And we could copy a clue token here. Are you thinking of something like Gonti? I'm pretty sure Gonti says cast. Yeah, if you Gonti a card from your opponent, you cannot play the land side of it. Yeah, you may cast a card and you may play a card are different keywords. There's the distinction there. Yeah, you just really just keep the pressure on here, right? Can even level up the Rangers class here now. Start getting in there. Okay. And then they still don't have enough mana to Dragonfire here, right? So at the Ranger class level, they get to put a counter on here, and now this no longer dies to it. Well, I suppose they can just Dragonsfire the other one. The tempo we gained from this Spellbinder, making the Dragonfire more expensive, is real huge this game. So they can Shatter Skull my 5/4. Right? Yeah, leaves them with 1 Sentinel untapped. But they're pretty buried here at this point. Their hand is empty. I've got some clues here. I've got a better board state than they do. Thanks for the 10 months, B-Feature Bowling. Welcome back. Spread the counters out here a little bit. We're gonna get to Spellbinder, the Shatter Skull out of their hands. They won't be able to kill our 5/4 with an extra anyways. Even should my opponent top deck a comeback card like Burn Down the House here, we have Lair of the Hydra to finish them off. Nice, nice. You'll love to see it. What's going on, a Scruff McGruffin? It has been 2 years. Welcome back. Thanks for keeping me around. Yeah. I'll do a review once we have a full set spoiler, so probably a week from today. I believe we get a full spoiler on Friday sometime. So probably Monday for the set review. Yeah, Asian's real good. Katilda into Chariot. It's a sneepa keepa doo 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 sneepa pa keepa pa. I would not be particularly surprised if the new set just supplements the existing decks and does not really create new ones. We'll see, though. Hey, happy to hear it, Space. Oh, chat, my jar of peanuts ran out. I think there's more upstairs. Oh, you know what? There's chili in the fridge. Maybe Christy loves me enough to bring me chili. Man, chat, being on the play is really good. Pengu Power with the 67-month resubscription. It's a long time. Look at that animation build up. Thanks for keeping me around. One of the OGs. Really quickly approaching a nice amount of months subscribed. Oh man, no spells played for them means that... Oh wait, this is actually insane. So I get to go Rangers class into Denial, fight this, and then this flips and takes the wolf? Wow, what an incredible turn. That was gross. You could argue it was a brutal turn, in fact. I bet on the play, none of that would have been possible. Mood. It was pretty cathartic. Now that's punny right there. Okay. It's just time to head to the Space Jam, chat? I think it's time to head to the Space Jam. Hey, Fire and Fury, thanks for the over 2 years. Welcome back. So we pump up the jam, we crew, we smash. Ready to smash, chat. Oh man, these are this is one short of lethal. Jump block in, it's good for us. Crunch, crunch, crunch. That was sweet. Very, very impressive comeback into the game while we were on the draw there. Reidane seems not great against what they have going on. Like this and this for sure. Intrepid Denial. Ew, basics. I'm kind of basic. What can I say? Yeah, adversaries are super playable. Those are definitely a card review that I nailed during the last spoiler season. Turned out to be just as sweet as I expected them to be. This was untapped. I might portable hole here. But I think the fact that I don't have an untapped land on 2 means I need to play this out on 1. Hey, thanks for the almost 2 years, Storm Breath. Welcome back. It did, Eldoon. We had our full channel rebrand. Ooh, I think we might be dead, fam. I don't know that we're gonna be able to come back on the draw 2 games in a row here. Let's see. What adversary do you think is the weakest? I don't know. I think they're all kind of playable. Actually, I'm a pretty big fan of the red adversary. I think if I was like forced to pick one of them out to be the worst, probably the black one, question mark. But I think the black one's playable. Like, the Sultai deck we played before this was playing the black one. I definitely wouldn't call that card bad. Nah, I think it's the black. The green one being a 4/3 for 3 with trample is a pretty good stat line. I think the black one has one of the more expensive kicker effects, and it has one of the worst kicker effects. Honestly, talking about contextual, the green one might be the most awkward in this format because of how many other good green 3-drops there are. So the green one actually might be, and that's why, you know, context is important, right? Like, in a vacuum, I think I like... Yeah, see, yeah, I agree with you, Simon. I'm sure you were typing that before I said it. But yeah, the context of the format, the black one has, like, less good black 2-drops it's competing with. Yeah, the fact that the zombie tokens can't block is a big deal for the black one, for sure. Here. Just take this trade. Then let's take a peekaboo at their hands here before they have a chance to play Chariot. Goodbye, friend. Umbra, thank you for the entire year of support. Let's get you a sword to go with that shield. Welcome back. Is it one of the times where it worked out where I talked about checking for Chariot and then they didn't have 2 Chariots? Thankfully, just the one this time through. I don't think I'm trading for Skyclave. Am I? Maybe I am. I'm gonna 2/2 out of it. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and trade here. This might encourage them to portable hole our token, and they don't have portable hole for this. Yeah, this sequence ends up working out very nicely for us here. Yeah, I like this deck that we're playing a lot. Seems like it has a lot of good tools in it. Good aggressive, disruptive creatures. Also, I should have attacked before I cracked this clue. We got lucky that we drew this. My sequencing was bad here. A lot of proactive, aggressive things while also having that blue splash for counterspells, because you gotta have counterspells in the Epiphany format. Wow, they just took that. Okay. Sweet. These are humans, right? So I can play the Brutal Cathar here as well. Tilda looking pretty good here with our Vigilant Storkos.
You brought me food. I love you, honey.
She does love me, chat. She brought me chili. Yes, all elections matter. Oh, there's a... Is it... Where there's a governor election this week, right? In some state, which is wild in an odd-numbered year. What state's having an election tomorrow? I saw something about early voting. It's Virginia. Okay, yeah. If you're in Virginia, there's a few of them. There's a number. If your state's having an election tomorrow, chat, find out. It sounds like there's a few of them. Sorry, I'm all about encouraging people to vote. Just don't vote for fascists, chat. Get out and vote, but not for the fascists. Paladin class, eh? So we've got 5, 6, 7, 8 total mana. 9 technically with this. Let's start by leveling this and then attacking with Tracker. That way if they want to kill this with the extra counter, they have to double block. Thanks for the 2/3 of a year, Fear Agent. Welcome back. Yeah, mail-in ballots, being able to look up the names of people before you cast it, instead of having to, like, do it all in advance is great. Instead of having to, like, look it all up and find out what all is going to be on there. There are 2 governor elections tomorrow, New Jersey and Virginia. In California, we like to be weird, so we did our recall in September, but there's also some local elections tomorrow. Wild. All right, they're down to 3, but they've got Ranger class here that could spew a lot of stuff onto the board this turn, potentially. Oh yeah, that's a big one. School boards and making sure you're electing people that have reasonable positions, like, you know, having children wear masks during a pandemic is good. That's been pretty good. Let's keep jamming. I'm gonna be a little bit quiet while I finish eating here today. I am, in fact, a sour cream and chili kind of guy. I think I want to double spell this turn, or at least use my mana on 2 different things. Because this could be Divide by 0. It could also just be a removal spell for Luminarch. It's not, really. Okay. We're going to kill the wolf. Yes, cheese, diced onion, some saltine crackers, some sour cream, and then I am a vegetarian, so beans are the protein in my chili mix here. Prioritize stacking on here a little bit to make this more appealing to kill than this one. And I think we just pass here because next turn's the burn down the house turn, so I want to hold up Inscription to be able to pump my wolf outside of 5/5 range. That sucks, Markov. Hope things work out there for you. Okay. We got a removal spell here, I'm assuming. Kill you? Question mark? Bro, Joe, thank you for the 5 months. I appreciate that. Welcome back. Oh, I guess they are getting some treasure tokens here. So they could have more interaction. Nope, dead. Good stuff. Good stuff. All right, so all the counter spells and the extra island in. What do I want to trim here? Maybe like a Katilda and a Chariot because 4 is a little expensive. Let's try it. Let's try that, huh? I don't know what their process is for putting banner links up on the rotator in Arena, but the amount of time the links up there are just dead links or lead to old pages is way too damn high. Thanks for the 15 months, Physicist. Welcome back. I appreciate it. Good morning, good morning. Hey, Rose, thanks for the 2/3 of a year. Welcome back. I let the Deluge resolve and decided to hold up Stroke in case they had to burn down the house or something this turn. I just want to try and do my best to keep my pressure in play here. So I am paying a mana to sacrifice this, because if Spikefield Hazard kills my Hermit, it gets exiled. And I'd really like my Hermit to, be able to come back. They give us something to stroke this turn that's reasonable. We'll stroke it. Otherwise, we'll just go ahead and draw a card with this clue. Wait. All right, them looting as opposing to making treasures means that their hand's not particularly spectacular at the moment. Discarding 2 lands kind of backs up that theory. Lay out our Geist here. Opponent just thoroughly keeping all of our pressure out of play here, which is not great for us. Yeah, the designers did an excellent job, Markov. Really hats off to them. All right, and at this point, I'm going to go ahead and stroke the flashback on this Deluge, and I'm not playing the Intrepid Adversary because I want to have second stroke up next turn for a dragon or a turn spell or something. Ranger's class is not bad. So let me go ahead and start building up counters on my Geist. That's brutal. Let's level this to start. Oh, I should have left double blue up, because if there's a Hermit on top of my deck. Hey, thanks for the 26 months full effect. Welcome back. All right, I'll take a wolf. I actually think Uncharted Lost Legacy was my favorite of the 4 Uncharted games that I've played. It was also sadly the shortest, but it was really good. I liked it. I liked it a lot. You play as Chloe, and I'm blanking on the other character's name. The Chloe, Sam, and I'm blanking on the other girl's name that travels along with you. No, it's not Elena. Nadine was it? Yeah, she was one of the bad guys in the other one. I think I want to attack with this before I play anything else out, because I don't want to get 2-for-1 by a Cinderclasm again here if I can avoid it. Sick. Read them like a book, chat. Read them like a book. God, that's so bad for us. So we're just super dead, right? Not to go fully into talking about spoilers, but to call out one that will be good that I haven't seen people talking about is Valorous Stance got a reprint. And let me tell you, that card is very good. And part of the reason why Valorous Stance is so good is because in matchups like this, it's a card that can save your threats from removal, but it also kills Ashmouth dragons, and it kills Lairs, and it kills Goldspan dragons. So it's a removal spell that kills their threat, but it's also not just a blank when they don't have their threats. Is a great mix of things that it does. In fact, I might want these inscriptions in here as extra ways to kill Lairs / save our things from red removal. This notably seems bad against Cinderclasm. Yeah, it kills Chariot too. Yeah. If I fully expect Valorous Stance to be a white staple. Probably main deckable because of the utility it offers. Yeah, Stance is good game design. Like that card a lot. Rain Dragon, thanks for the third of the year. Welcome back. I appreciate the support. And Caleb, thanks for the quarter of the year. Remember, people that are resubbing, poke on in to the subs Discord server and look for the survey pinned in the announcements channel. Looking for feedback from folks on what format they'd like to see from the next open, as well as just what content you're enjoying in general. Even if you don't have strong opinions on the open format, if you haven't done one of my surveys before, I just kind of ask, like, which formats of Magic you're enjoying, etc. Which bits of my content and things I'm trying are good for you or that you dislike or are indifferent to. I kind of use that survey to drive the behavior that I have as a content producer a little bit. I think it's important that I get my existing creature out of Cinderclasm range before I commit another one to the board. Maybe I'm just supposed to play Tracker for that reason here. Could see that. Smash Jacks, thanks for the entire year. Welcome back. Appreciate it. Well, they are a Goldspan Dragon deck. Good to know. Yeah, we're kind of in a terrible spot here now, right? Like, this missed land drop probably means we just lose the game. I'm gonna drop the Chariot, but when they have untapped land for Goldspan Dragon next turn, we are just super dead. Well, so I do... A question people often ask, Rhino, is, Jeff, why don't you ever have a question about you talking about politics on the sub-survey? And the reason why I don't ask how people feel about me talking about politics on the sub-survey is I don't intend to stop doing that. So, like, the questions I ask on the sub-survey are there to design to not waste your time. If I'm asking you about something, it's because I care about your opinion on it. Missing the land drop again is real big feels bad, man. Gotta hold up these strokes for this Goldspan Dragon. Thanks, monkey. Yeah, I can share what responses we've had after this match is done. Can we get an untapped land? God bless. God bless us, everyone. And then I think we just Elite Spellbinder here, right? For their out of cards in hand. Yeah, tagging Lair here is big. It says, this is a blue land, chat. Now, the counter spell on the Epiphany means that they get to recast it with Lair down the line here, which is not great. If they draw a brick this turn and just cast Lair, so can never win? I believe we have hit never win territory. Honestly, this game really showing why Valorous Stance is gonna be such a huge card, right? Like talking about that. And then we're just super dead from here. Yeah. Yes, the mod icon being a sword is in fact a Twitch thing. That is not something we have control over. Same thing with the prime icon. Valor stands for the dragons or indestructible? Yes, for both. It's good because it kills their dragons and their Lair when they have those cards, and when they don't have those cards, it can save your creatures from the removal spells. Overall, this deck felt fine. I think it will be markedly better when it can add Valorous Stance to it. I think if you're looking for something a little bit off the beaten path to play, this deck is a really unique mixture of powerful cards. It's very capable of being competitive in this format. I know we lost that last match, but you know, our opponent was one brick away from us winning that game, and instead they top decked a good one. That's just how Magic works sometimes. A lot of the time, question mark, asterisk. At any rate, I think I'm gonna go ahead and be done with Magic for today. We're gonna be doing